Multiple sclerosis is a progressive disease of the central nervous system. It attacks nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. There is no cure, and eventually MS patients are left completely paralyzed. It was previously believed that MS only affected white populations in Europe and North America. However, this myth has been dispelled over the past few decades as an increasing number of cases are diagnosed across Africa. CGTN speaks to one young Kenyan about her experiences and raising awareness about MS.
My name is Nelly Mugadi. I've lived with multiple sclerosis for the past 13 years now, and I've learned how to live coping with MS. I was diagnosed in 2010, but I fell sick in the year 2004. It cost me a lot. Health-wise, I was misdiagnosed and I was on treatment, which affected me in that I was on steroids, which affected my bones, and I developed a complication called osteoporosis. Now my bones ache all the time, especially when it's cold or when I sit a lot, and it also affected my education. I had to stop school because my legs were numb, and I had to stop school for 6 years, but I went back. This illness is not, it's not popular in Kenya. Or maybe it is, but doctors don't know how to diagnose it. Some people thought it was witchcraft, and I was given medication which was it wasn't good. It didn't taste good at all. And I was prayed for, deliverance and all that, but that didn't work. This illness is real, and it's in Kenya, It's not witchcraft. It's not in your mind, as others say. It's only in your mind. It's not in my mind. It's real. Multiple sclerosis is real.
We have only about 13 or 14 neurologists in this country. That works out at less than 1 neurologist for 3 million people. And that's a woefully inadequate figure. If we had estimated a few years ago for the World MS Atlas that there were about 400 patients known to the neurological community in Kenya. But if we were to go by prevalence figures elsewhere, because there has been no prevalence study in Kenya or this part of the world, then we would estimate that we may have as many as 4,000 to 8,000 patients. So clearly a large number out there unknown to the medical community, and part of the reason is because we don't have the personnel and resources to make a diagnosis. Treatments in MS range from anything from about 50 to about 500,000 shillings per month. So you can see even 50,000 shillings a month for an average Kenyan could be way more than their salary, and really is unaffordable.
Actually, I have not been on those medications because, my goodness, they're too expensive. Yeah, and you're meant to take them every day. Yeah, but you can't afford them. So we just went for natural medication.